All right, welcome into another day of our Thanksgiving journal. We are on day 23. Can you believe it? This month is just rolling along. And today we are in Colossians chapter 3. But before we jump into that, I just hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And we've obviously been given thanks all month long. And I think that's the way it should be, really. Thanksgiving should be something that's happening in our hearts day in and day out, all day long, all year long, 24/7, 365, just tons of stuff to be thankful for. And the more that we rehearse it, the more that we look for it, the more we see it. And I don't know, I don't think anybody's ever gone wrong by being a little too thankful. So I hope that you have a great day today. I hope that you're able to hang out with some friends, some family, some fun pets. Maybe you have a dog or a cat that you're hanging out with, or whatever God has blessed you with in this season. I hope that you just don't take it for granted. Enjoy it. Be present, and hope you're able to eat some good food and just enjoy the day that God's given us, and maybe some football. I don't know. We'll see, but. So we are in Colossians chapter 3. Our verse today is verse 15, but I'm actually going to read 14 through 17, and so we'll jump right in. So Colossians 3, verse 14, going through verse 17. Above all, put on love, which is the perfect bond of unity, and let the peace of Christ, to which you were also called in one body, rule your hearts. And be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell richly among you in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another through psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts. And whatever you do, in word or in deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Wow. That is a lot of commands to give thanks. And what a great verse, what a great set of verses for us to be reading on Thanksgiving. But going back and just looking at verse 15, the first point that I want to just kind of challenge you with, verse 15 says, and let the peace of Christ rule your hearts. I think that it's significant that it says, you need to let it. That the peace of Christ is there to rule your heart if you would but let it. And then immediately after it says to do that, it says, and be thankful. Almost as if they might be connected. It might be connected that being thankful is one of the key ways to let the peace of Christ rule your heart. What do you think about that? Drop it in the comments. Argue with me if you don't agree. I've been kind of mulling it over a little bit. That me being more and more thankful allows for the peace of Christ really to rule my heart. And that is definitely what I want. And as you think about our culture that we live in today, more people are on prescription medication for anxiety, worry, fear, all of those types of emotional responses, because the problems are just rampant. And yet, I think there might be some form of an answer to the problem. I'm not a doctor, so I don't claim, when people should start or stop taking their medicine or anything like that. But man, it seems like there's some tips and tricks kind of given to us here to say, let the peace of Christ, to which you were also called in one body, rule your hearts. It also seems to be something about the body that we're called to. It's not just you as an individual to let the peace of Christ rule your heart individually, but we're supposed to let the peace of Christ rule our hearts in the body to which we were called. So that's why being a part of a community of believers is just so critically important for us, because when you're not strong enough, when you're not dialed in, when you're not pointed in the right direction, you have people that can help come alongside you and notice and challenge you and encourage you with truth and encouragement and accountability and help get you pointed in the right direction again. And so let the peace of Christ, to which you were also called in one body, rule your hearts, and be thankful, because our thankfulness is so intricately connected to our ability to have peace in our hearts. So let's do that today. Let the peace of Christ rule our hearts today by focusing on hearts that are full of gratitude and thanksgiving. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless you. May his face shine upon you, be gracious to you, and give you peace. And have an amazing Thanksgiving day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.